United States. I'm not going to speak long because there's other speakers. We want to get down to business and we want to march. I'm glad that this weather didn't deter you because look it's beautiful right now. This is beautiful Buffalo weather and we love it. But once you start coming after our children, once you start mandating experimental vaccines that we don't know the long-term repercussions of for our youngest citizens, that's when we as mothers and fathers say enough. You do not decide what is best for my child as far as their health. I will decide, and I will not comply with that. And one of the best ways that you don't have to comply with that is to pull your kids out of those government institutions where they're indoctrinating your children against family, against country, and against unity in the United States of America. They say they're teaching inclusion and that they're teaching, anti-racial theories, but what they're really doing is dividing us even more. You didn't hear any of this years ago. There wasn't this division. Pull your kids out of school and homeschool them. That is a big F-U to the government right there. Sorry, but that's what it is. You will not dictate what my child learns. You will not dictate what goes into my child's bloodstream. I will stand in front of you and say, hell no. Come on now. So, if you want to get involved with us, you can email us at ccnys@usa.com. This month, we're having a freedom party. We're having a Christmas party open to everybody. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to social distance. It's going to be at the Kitchen in West Seneca. It's $10, I think, per person. We're going to have a couple of 15, have a couple of bands. Let's show Mark Poloncarz. No, we will gather together in a restaurant indoors, and you will not have anything to say about it. Let's do that. So, if you want info, email us. And also, on December 17th, we are having Lee Zeldin, who's running for governor. He will be speaking at our meeting. So we need you all there to show him that we will not comply. We will support him if he supports our beliefs as far as our constitutional rights. So, moving on, I'm going to bring up Gina Gentry. Let's give Gina a hand. Come on. Gina is a member of the Constitutional Coalition of New York State. And let me tell you guys something. You're all really quiet so far, and I don't like it. So you should be drowning us out. You should be drowning this city out. When we start marching, do not be silent. Let your voice be heard. This is Gina Gentry. Give it up.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. This started because, again, enough is enough. It went from 2 weeks to stop the spread, to not have our hospitals be overrun, to 20 months of the same thing over and over again. There's only so many times that you can mandate a mask to realize that it's not going to work. And if that's what our government knows or thinks is the best, then why didn't it work the first time? So I was trying to think of what to speak about today because there's so many different things to talk about. And I decided to look into our history and see what other people have done in the past when they've not complied with the government. And we know one of them is Rosa Parks, right? And Rosa Parks was one woman. Rosa Parks was one woman, and all she did was say no. And I thought about it. I'm like, well, what happened after she said no? What was it? Did it spark a revolution? Did it stop anything? It started the Montgomery bus crisis, right? They literally shut down the bus system, and all she did was say no. She didn't move. Another one, Nelson Mandela. He stopped racism because he didn't comply with the government. There are many people that are afraid to stand up. There are many people, but Jesus Christ, he wasn't afraid. He didn't comply. He could have walked away. Rosa Parks, she didn't comply, and guess what? Things changed. I'm going to speak to the students right now. Raise your hand if you're a student in school. Okay. This week was initially about you, because all of us here support you.